In several different videos, we will cover all of the different snapping options and categories available in the snapping palette, starting with the general snapping. To access the general snapping options, go to Tools, Smart Cursor Settings, and select the General tab. You can also access the same settings by double-clicking any one of the snapping categories in the snapping palette, and then select the General tab. These general snapping options set the global functionality of the Smart Cursor, which means the settings are saved to the application and not to the specific document. The first option is Show Smart Cursor Cues. If this option is selected, you will see text cues beside the cursor when snapping to objects. The cues that are shown vary depending on which snapping categories are enabled in the snapping palette. For instance, if Snap to Angle is enabled, I will see cues for 30 and 45 degrees. If Snap to Angle is disabled, I will not receive angle cues, but I will see cues provided from other categories. If you still want to snap to an object's points, but do not wish to see the text cursor cues, just uncheck this option. The next option, Show Snap Points, displays the graphical hints when a snapping point is available from your current snapping point. When disabled, you will not see any indicators for snapping points available in reference to your current snapping point. Zoom line thickness in Snap Loop, when enabled, displays a line thickness relative to the Snap Loop's zoom percentage. If disabled, the line thicknesses remain unchanged regardless of the zoom percentage. This next option, Snap to Combined Page Area, will allow you to snap your combined page area center and edges. This means that if you're using more than one page to print your entire drawing, with this option checked, all of the pages would be treated as one large page for snapping purposes. Now if you're using multiple pages to print your entire drawing, you can also check the option to snap to each individual page. This would be useful if you have multiple views on one sheet layer, but you'd like to print each on a separate page. This option can be used to center the viewports properly. Those are all of the options that affect the actual Smart Cursor snapping. From the General tab, you can also use the Interactive Appearance Settings button to change the visual appearance of many of the interactive elements. Last, in the General tab, there is a note that explains how to temporarily suspend all snapping. To do this, simply activate any tool, then hold the back quote key. Notice how all of the categories in the snapping palette have been deselected, and I can use the tool freely without any snapping. As soon as the key is released, all of the previously set snapping options will return. That covers the general snapping parameters. Use them to your liking, and remember these settings affect the Smart Cursor settings for all Vectorworks documents until you change them.